Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. You're with Heidi and JourneyNow, and we're gonna do a video today in one of my favorite spots. This is in fact my art room, my paint room, and it's just a wonderful space to come and ground myself and do my work. It's my creative outlet room. So that being said, it is filled with good intentions, creativity, love and light, and magical energies and properties to keep it highly charged at all times. So that's why we're gonna do this full moon video today in my sacred space. This is a fantastic day and opportunity to really dig down deep, and release karmic patterns, old belief systems and values and programmings that we no longer wish to carry or to walk with as we enter into new higher timelines within the 5D ascension that Gaia is going through as well. And so we're going to touch upon release, ancestral release of everything through every timeline, past, present, future, at basically source level. So we are removing the deepest degrees of calcification residing within our body templates, within our everything. So this even includes our auric fields, our astral capabilities of accessing higher intuitions and communicating with our guides, because we've had so many lifetimes. So today's video, we're going to be doing exactly that. Releasing, grounding, shifting for the whole. And we have a clear quartz. It's like my little crystal ball. These are very cool, but that's what I have here to represent the globe, the earth. And so clear quartz that I may program with my intentions, that timeline shift for us all. And then the selenite to make sure that our space is completely clear and ready for programming. So we're gonna do some of that to help all of you who tune in today, who are working in these same capacities. We're going to help make these transitions, these shifts, and the removals of what no longer serves, and to intentionally bring in the new timelines, the golden timelines. It's the crystalline particles that are creating our light bodies, so we can exist and thrive within new earth. So let's begin. They just want to do an activation for the full moon, and really you guys make it your intention to make the most of this cycle. So this has been programmed, they're programming it currently. I also have the Pleiadians with me. So and then I've got quite a few, you want to call them totem animals, spirit animals, but really they are multidimensional beings, no different than the Pleiadians, no different than these specific races. Like, I mean, we have the Lyrans. I have tons of cat people here. And who else do we have? I always get Michael Jackson because he is such a creative light and a creative presence within me. I would say he's one of my besties for sure. I love him. I always travel with him. We do a lot of pan work, like Peter Pan, those the Fey realms. We do a lot of work there, me and Michael, and oftentimes we sit on a bench together and chat. I love him so much. So he's really coming in with support, because as we step into these new timelines and we are regridding, we are working with ley lines and the gridding systems. If that's your type of work, we are really, it's like putting prominent attention to creativity. That is what we're going to really work with, is pulling our highest connections into this programming today to help us shift all of the shadow work. It's like an accumulation of shadow work that we've been doing and doing. We get the opportunity to help remove the calcification, and the more that we do this and the more that we take the opportunity to do this with them, it allows connection and more light into our cells, into our awareness, that allows us to expand into more knowing, more intelligence, more divine intelligence of ourself. So we become conductors of our own source energy at mastery levels. And that is really what we're doing today, is calling upon our self-masteries that we may walk, they say, in our 5D timeline, in our 5D avatars, presently. They want me to call it presently, because that's really what we're shifting to, is considering ourselves walking here now. So let's go ahead, they say, let's begin that activation. And water, drink water. So really focusing today, you guys, on what you want to experience. Really take the imagination process. See, they are recoding right now some of the neurological patterns that have, it's like allowed us even to exist on our 3D circumstances. So really, this is what we're trying to do now, is alleviate those calcifications, those blockages, those things that are stubborn and they want to stay. So that's what we're doing here. And they're going to do a lot of high heart expansion, because we do have, true heart, high heart is what we would call it, residing in the middle or the central plate. It's not, my heart's on the left side. No, we're talking about the heart chakra, the true heart, the high heart. And we're going to expand and expand and expand as much as we can. And sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. We can feel pressure in the chest. We can feel the heart flutters, like, oh, I've had too much caffeine today type of thing. But usually, for the most part, I am always aware when it's happening that it is a symptom of heart expansion. And the best thing that you can do is follow your guidance. Breath work. They're saying breathe through it. Understanding of what's occurring will help to transgress or walk past it's like the symptoms, the synopsis, the 3D synopsis of what physically doctors would say is occurring, but we know better. We know that it is light code within the DNA expanding and taking on more light. So it's going to be felt. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out. So now they are just finding the 0 point and helping us to equalize and balance. It's, positive and negative coming into that alignment, because they bounce back and forth. There's no way around it, which is why we experience highs, lows, high, low, high, low. And it always looks like that pattern of back and forth. But when we really attune and we become balanced in our alignment, then we can really get to work on our own true path, and we can discover peace, harmony, and all of the wonderful experiences that we're trying to grab hold of presently, what we have been working towards. I mean, take today as one of the greatest opportunities of 2021 to create, co-create, they say, with all of your many selves. Find that which you have already designed for yourself. Tap into it, become aware of it, because the more we become aware of those templates that we have designed already to step into, the more we become aware of them and can start to visualize them, the more we solidify the new binary codings and the new templates to walk within the 5D angelic human templates that we are all waiting to step into. So sometimes it's best to visit our childhood endeavors. What did we light up with joy as a child? That might help you to dive into that new character and see where its light is going to shine the brightest. And they want to go back here now. So breathe in as you're receiving this. They do a lot of tapping, which is body awareness. Wherever it taps, we bring awareness to those particular neurological regions. And we are programming simply with the golden earth timelines, templates, experiences, binary codings, ley lines, grid lines, all of that beautiful stuff. We are awakening it from where it was dormant. It's not something new, it's an awakening process, which is why we are the awakened ones. We're simply giving ourselves a nudge like a sleeping child and saying, time to get up, time to get up. And we will wake up to whatever is your point of awakening from this video and this activation. You will receive that. So lots of sleep, they're saying, lots of rest. Breathe in. Breathe in again. And you want to hold that and imagine that oxygen really permeating and expanding within your lungs, traveling down. It's like rich with platelets. Oxidization. I mean, the oxygen here on 3D Gaia has a lot of things that we don't wish to receive within our bodies. So it's almost like breathing in oxygen from 5D Gaia versus 3D Gaia, because there's a huge difference environmentally there to here. There's a huge difference climate-wise. Everything is different, and we have to understand all of that as we become more masterful. That's what they're calling us, all of us, more masterful. Every step we take, baby steps, takes us further into our self-masteries. So really work on your self-mastery lessons, dive right in. Don't ever be afraid. Don't be afraid is what they're saying. Don't fall into fear if you feel uncomfortable, because uncomfortableness is part of the process of letting go and stepping into that which does serve us versus that which no longer serves us. A lot of spinal work coming in. This always plays with our chakra system and our alignment systems, because we are so, it's like they're saying, discombobulated. It's like helter-skelter within our systems, and we want to align so that that flow is free-flowing and easy and natural at high source levels. It's not a pinball game, which is what 3D is. It's like a pinball game wreaking havoc within our light systems. It's like ping, 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 and there's no ease to that line, which gives us communication to our high selves. So we're opening up the chakra alignments, opening up our systems for communication. Higher communication is what they like me to call it. And then always breathing out that which they are helping you to release. It's the whole green mile, the breathing out the bugs, and always visualize that myself. Breathe it out, whatever color it comes. It can come in many colors, that which you're breathing out, but more often it's coming out in black, brown, grayish, sludgy tones, and you just breathe it out, and then you breathe in and become aware of what color breathes in for you. Is it blue? Is it pink? Is it green? Is it rainbow? I mean, those will be the colors and the energies that is serving your individual nature presently. So There's no right or wrong. There really never is. We're working on the digestive systems, all of these lower chakra-based systems that are affected. I mean, this is why people struggle with weight. This is why people have, IBS and different gastrical issues, is all in the lower based chakras, which has always rooted us into 3D, has served us, of course, for even being here. Is that, the root connection, the sacral, the solar plexus, those are the regions that are going to have heavy calcifications and programming that we are wishing to release. So if you're a person who struggles and can't lose weight, really focus on those lower chakras today and releasing. And then become aware of what your high selves are dropping in for new programming. It could be they're suggesting new ways of eating, new exercise patterns, new meditative practices. They're telling me lots of us need to find our way to meditate. You don't follow somebody else's way of meditation. You can listen, observe, and feel it out. Your body knows how to receive coding, how to receive light, how to let go and hit that meditative state of being the best way that you can for you. Your body is already aware of what serves you. So pay attention to anything dropping into awareness for you within this programming of release and expansion of becoming attuned and enlightened within our highest capacities and degrees. That self-mastery, again, they just want me to keep saying self-mastery. We are the ascended masters. We are the ascension. That is awesome, the way they just said that. We are the ascension because we have ascended already many times previously. This is old news. We are experts at ascension. So we are just remembering how to do that which we have done before. I feel so good right now. I hope you guys feel as good as I do, and drop in any comments, any questions, and I'll do my very best to help you through this full moon cycle by giving you whatever comes my way that might be helpful for you today. Drop it in the comments. Yes, I think that's good. Until next time.